Good morning. Okay, real quick. This is a setting the record straight video. Um, this has been a very stressful 48 hours with this hurricane. I have a lot of family and friends in Florida, and so there's been very little sleep, watching what's going on, keeping in touch with them, making sure they're okay. Very, and the stress has also been affecting me physically, so it's just been a lot. And with that, additional drama, of course, has surfaced because can we go a week without it? Um, and so, real quick, short synopsis, and I'll tell you why I'm bringing this forward. A few weeks back, maybe about a month, I had made friends with a girl who reached out to me and asked me for help. Now, this girl had been interviewed by two major content creators. And for some reason, these two content creators were not keeping in touch with her anymore. They cut her off. So she reached out to me and asked for help. And so, of course, anybody that asks for help and needs it, I will do what I can. We became friends, and eventually she was incorporated into my group. There goes my coffee maker, of course. Of my inner circle, which is, just two other girls, and we would work together daily, keeping in touch with each other and whatnot. So much so that she would even help the girls keep eyes on the flying monkeys, because they attack me regularly for whatever reason. And so she would help record and keep, record of what they were saying and all that. So it was, she was working alongside us, and we thought it was great. Now I had told her about what the two content creators told me, and she had already been in the inner circle. So I said, do I have something to worry about? And of course she got upset, and I would too if I heard that. But, I, explain yourself. And she did. She got upset, but she said, it was all misunderstanding, whatever. So I gave her the benefit of the doubt because I figured, it's with J.P. Miller and the Flying Monkeys, and with the climate, she was going through a hard time. Maybe she was having a hard time navigating through it. So I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I shouldn't have, but I did. It's not like I wasn't warned, okay? Now, with all that, we moved on. And within the past week, as all of this is going on, mind you, I get a text message from someone I don't keep in touch with regularly. So for him to reach out, it was not the norm. And he shows me a text between him and this girl. And there she is using my name, and she's talking about what we, inadvertently, it wasn't like she was doing a breakdown, but she had mentioned, what we do in the group, background checks and whatnot. And so I confronted her. Now, again, I was very stressed out, didn't have much sleep, going through all of what we were going through here. It would have, and she knew it. I would think the best thing is to at least acknowledge where you're wrong. I say, I'm sorry, I, didn't know what else to do. I was backed up against the wall, or I was pressured, but I shouldn't have used your name. You're right, I'm sorry. If that would have been said, I probably would have forgotten it and moved on, just been like, okay, well, just make sure you don't talk to this person or don't say these things or whatever. No. She dug her heels in, and she made 2 to 3 hours worth of excuses. Didn't even acknowledge how she talked about me behind my back, and mentioned these things that were privy, and how it was wrong, and it was expected for her to keep these things quiet. And even that, I let her go, and she was going on and figured it would just blow over, even though there was a back and forth going on. But what did it for me was the comment, and the other girls saw this too, that she had said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to defend myself. So basically what she was saying was, I'm going to roll you under the bus even if I have to defend myself. Now, maybe she didn't mean that, but when you're an adult, you have to realize that words matter, and there's consequence to your words. Well, after I saw that, I got pissed, told her off, cut her out of the group. And the girls understood because they could see it. They're also, under the gun. They could be, she could do the same to them. So now she goes into private message and she starts to attack my Christianity. I blocked her because I'm not going to be manipulated like that. Now, I would have left it at that, even with all of that. I would have just left it at that. I wouldn't have said a word. I wouldn't have talked about it. But now she's chosen to go into the lives of the very people that were attacking me and play the victim. Now, conveniently, she doesn't tell why she had been kicked out. But she goes and talks about me as if I'm a bully. She's calling me a bully. Now, she didn't really call me out by name, not that I could see. But she was, fishing, hoping somebody was going to take the bait, and then she would be able to mention my name. Now, these were the very people she would record and talk bad about. Now she wants to go in their lives and bash me. And this is what was warned about her. Now, even though I was warned about her and gave her friendship and gave her trust, this is how she repays me back. Okay? And this is where I have a problem with the bless your heart nonsense. Now, I'm not trying to attack a culture, but it's not biblical, it's cultural to be this way. It says to expose wickedness in the word, right? How do you expose wickedness? You don't expose it with more wickedness. You don't expose it with enabling it or covering it up with fake niceness. You call it out. You confront it. You try to fix it, and that's what I tried to do in that conversation. She refused to do that. She wanted to dig her heels in. She wanted to be right. She didn't want to be corrected. And didn't care at what cost to anyone else. It was all about her. And as you can see, that's what's happening. Now she's going to go into the lives and bash me, even though I've done nothing wrong to her. She's going to play the victim. She's being bullied. She's not being bullied. She was called out. So now why am I doing this video? So because of this live, because she's going to do this now, and she's going to try to befriend the very people that she referred to as enemies and was recording and, attacking in their own lives just a week ago or less. I haven't said her by name. Maybe a few of you figured out who I'm talking about. Maybe some of you haven't. And either way, this is a warning. So see, I'm not like other content creators. I'm going to call people out because it says to expose evil, and I'm going to expose it. I'm not going to do fakey nice because that's fake. It's not being honest, and that's not who I am. If she's going to go any further with this attack, then I'm going to be open about who she is, how dishonest she is, what she's done, how she's pretty much went like this to my friendship and my trust, what I was warned about. And I may even incorporate the very people who warned me, if I have to. And then what we'll do is we'll shut it down. Her reputation will be crap. The only people she will be able to befriend will be the flying monkeys. And then we'll be able to actually prove that what I was warned about, they were right all along. That she is a plant and she is part of that group. And she was just looking to get some juice from me. Now, if that's not true, and she simply made a mistake, or she's just immature and careless with her words, instead of attacking me about it, it would be nice if she took accountability and apologized for it. She may not make it back into the inner circle, but at least we can move on in peace. If she chooses not to move on any further and bash me, a week from now, everybody will forget this was even discussed. But if she does choose to bash me and make herself out to be a fake victim, I will out her. I will out her completely. And then nobody who has a reputable channel will touch her with a 10-foot pole. The drama queens might, but not a reputable channel. So it's totally up to her how she wants to go forward. I'm laying this down right now, how she wants to handle this. If it's going to be like a child and she's going to have a temper tantrum and she's going to bash me falsely, then I'm going to deal with it openly and publicly. But if she doesn't want that to happen, then she will leave it alone and move forward as if nothing happened, not mention me at all, and we'll all leave it alone and move on with our lives. It's totally her choice. And so that's what I laid down before everyone now. And so if she chooses to be the victim and start attacking, then you'll know why I come forward with the information that I do. Okay, so with all of that, there you go. I'm not going to take this attack lightly. I'm just not going to do it. Sorry. I will expose it. I don't want to. I really would rather focus on Micah. But once again, another fire to put out. And this is how I'm going to put it out. So let's see what happens from this point on. And she will determine what direction it goes in by her actions. Anyhow, quick note. I'm going to start doing lives, if you haven't heard, on Thursday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on YouTube only. It doesn't pay to do anything on TikTok. I don't know how long it's going to be around. I did say I was going to leave in August, but I'm sticking around for a lot of you guys on TikTok. We'll see what happens beyond January. If it's still around, then maybe I'll do stuff on TikTok. I might even do lives anyway. Who knows? But if I would actually do another platform other than YouTube, probably would be Rumble. So we'll see where that goes. But I'm still learning to navigate the lives on YouTube, so bear with me. That was a test run that happened on Wednesday. I'm still kind of testing on how I can have other people on a panel. Also to incorporate the chat so that for people who don't make the live and they see it later, that they understand what's going on. So I'm trying to fix that as well. So bear with me. Please be patient. But thank you for being there. And so there you go. That's what's going on. I hope that there's a peaceful outcome, but we'll see. Until I see you guys again, God bless.